Hello, this is Alicja again, and today I'm going to explain to you the 10 quick fixes how to transform your ugly art into something that's actually pretty. So take your pencil and your ugly art and let's get started. This is Flora from Wings and she looks really bad. There are so many mistakes, but they are so fixable. She actually looks like she used a little bit too much of a fake tan, but this is what we'll get at the end of this video, with the easiest tricks, the easiest quick fixes that you can imagine, because I always give you only the easy ways, only the lazy easy ways. So let's go. Number 1 is blending the nose cheek area. We are going to take a blending brush and blend the nose with the cheek area. I am going to use my only blend brush and just go in like a horizontal way to blend everything out. I noticed that not so long ago that it really helps making the face look just prettier, softer. Okay, now after we have done some nose job on her face, she still looks awful, so let's go to number 2. Liquify your whole drawing into a logical shape. Your drawing, just like I always say, it should be a combination of shapes that will imitate a real-life object. So everything, bigger shapes, overall silhouette, smaller shapes, everything should play together. But you can get caught on still just thinking about single objects a little bit too much. But you can fix that. You can make the overall silhouette look still good even when you're done, because you're using digital art, so everything's actually possible. So I drew a logical, a little bit more symmetrical shape on top of everything that I think will look good, and it would look good on its own too. I select every layer and liquify everything at once, and I try to fit her head into that shape that I just made. After I'm done, you'll notice that her hair was very flat on the right side, and I fixed that. This is before and this is after. Number 3, make the eyes darker on the top to delete the psycho. You can notice that the eyes on the top, they are darker, so if you don't do that, as you can see on my drawing, she looks kind of psychotic. So all you need to do is select Alpha Lock the iris and take a black color, soft brush, and just make it darker on the top. That's all you need to do, and she looks way better right away. Before and after. So let's go to number 4. Duplicating a layer and blurring it underneath. When you have a very prevalent line out layer, I would recommend doing it with that, but I don't do it in this drawing because I don't have it. So I duplicated the hair layer and I used Gaussian blur on the bottom, one of those two. The effect will give your drawing like a soft look to it. I love it. I love using that to a lot of my drawings. You can also use it on any layer actually, it will look good. Let's go to number 5. Selecting areas and airbrushing it. This is going to be the most game-changing fix of this video. To make the face look more 3D and refresh it a little bit, select an area and airbrush it from one side. This will give your drawing like an effortless look, a very soft and very 3D look. Something that is very hard to achieve using hard edges brushes and blending it out. I would actually also recommend you using that technique in every step of the drawing, but on the final piece, it's like a lifesaver. It saves your whole drawing immediately. You can see my drawing transform right now from her having very bad tan on her face to something really beautiful, very smooth skin. Now I'm going to give her a little bit more of a shadow on the bottom of her face, not too much, just a little bit. We will have to blend out the little edges that were made by the selection tool, but it's not hard, it's very quick. I just take the blending brushes I have, my only blend brush set, and I blend it slightly so it doesn't lose the effect, and so it just looks very soft still. By the way, I'm the only sponsor of these videos, so you can check out my brushes on my website aliciaprints.com. This is before and this is after, when she doesn't look like a cigarette mom anymore. Number 6. Zoom out and correct everything you don't like. I know I am repeating myself, but this is very crucial for your final piece, because zooming out will really give you all the answers right now. Big artists, they paint and they go back very far to see what their art looks like, this is exactly what you will do. This is what you will be doing, but digitally. This is exactly what you do, but digitally. So I came to a conclusion after viewing it from a further perspective that I really don't like the highlights. They are way too big, and it was way more visible when I zoomed it out, because then they were even bigger, they were even more visible. So I'm deleting them and I'm making them smaller, which, as you will notice, will look way better even from close up and from far away. I am zooming out every time, zooming in, zooming out to see if I'm going to the right direction. This is before and after, and let's go to the next one. Number 7 is adding an overlay layer. This is the easiest trick and the most satisfying. You just add one layer on top of everything. Make it an overlay layer from the options. Take a soft brush, copy the color and just draw over it on that layer, like the red on the lips for me and the green on the eyes for me. Or I'm going to take the color from that neck thing, I don't know what it's called. I'm just also going over with it. I also take like the red from the lips and I put it on the cheeks, which is not the color I found on the cheeks, but you can like experiment with that, give her some blush. I also took the hair color and just put it in some places because it gave it a little bit more depth and it just puts everything together. It just gives her some life, which is what we need as digital artists. We need some more life in our life. Here you can see the difference before and after. Before, after, before, you know which one is before and you know which one is after. So anyway, in number 8 will be soften, blend, airbrush. This fix will tell you to soften everything even more. Don't go overboard. I'm not saying to do that, but just try to soften it even more. I'm going to take an airbrush and use it on top of the eyes to soften the eyes. Now I'm taking my only blend brush set and I'm going to blend out sharp lines on the eyes. So the outer corner, upper outer corner, and the bottom lines. It will make your eyes look mesmerizing. Also, blend out the iris, not too much, not all the way around, just in some places, and then go to the pupils and blend them out too. Number 9, make the eyes blue. And it's not because I'm a brown eyes hater, I mean the whites of the eyes. They should not be white. They should be a different color. They should be grayish, but we don't like to use gray that much. So use a slide of blue or a slide of any color, like yellow. It also works well in some cases, but just don't make it white. Like, it also adds to the psycho eyes and you don't want to have the psycho eyes. Number 10, it's making the area behind her head darker. This is the last step and it's not that significant, but it does add some really nice touch. You will see the difference and you will agree that it looks better. Just select the area on a layer on top of all the other layers that you have to create specifically for this step and take an airbrush again. An airbrush is a savior, and make it darker. And the second side, make it darker. And you're done and looks so much better. And here you can see the before and after. Alright guys, this will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful. I will show you the before of everything and the after. This is absolutely such a difference. And if you want to support me, then make sure to comment down below for the algorithm. Give it a thumbs up and just subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. And if you want to get my brushes that I use every day, every time, you can go to aliciaprints.com and you can also support me on my Patreon. Big thanks to my Patreons. They are amazing. I love you guys so much and I will see you in the next video. Love you. Bye.